What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is the Starboy Paulo Siwe. Like, yeah. Okay, so guys, as you read in the title, today I am sharing tips on how to be successful in life. And please mark my words, the tips that I'm going to share with you today are not tips that are coming from my head. They are tips that these guys that are already successful have actually shared, like the likes of the late Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, our own Strive Masiwa, all those guys. They have shared these tips with us, so I'm just collecting from them and only putting them together and sharing with you. So I have come up with 7 tips that can make you successful. So before I get this video started, why won't you just hit the subscribe button, like the video, and share it to as many people as possible. I just want to get to 500 likes to this video. So without any further ado, let's get it.
Switch on my core, fucking any pain. Every day nigga try to test me, every day nigga try to lick what you got. Pull up in the rose for SP, pockets overweight,
yeah. Okay, so let's get this video started. Okay, so as I was saying, I have like 8 tips that I'm going to share with you guys, and at the very end of the video I have a very special tip that will be waiting for you. So please watch the video till the end so that you'll be the one to know about these special tips. Okay, so let's get on with our first tip. But before we go to our first tip, you know, all these guys that are already successful, we have like Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, Strive Masiwa, all those guys, and many more that I'm leaving behind. Those guys, they were successful because they were using these like 8 tips that I'm gonna share with you. These 8 tips, it's not difficult tips, but you know, they were using these tips and it actually made them very successful. And now look at them, they are the most richest people in the world. So let's go with our first tip. Our first tip coming at number 1 is do not give up. Yeah, I know you might be thinking that I've heard about this, you know, they'll be always telling us not to give up, but please, like I'm telling you, do not give up on your dreams, because if you give up on your dreams won't come true. Like let me give you an example. When a baby is born with a very few hair cells in his or her head. So the baby then starts to grow. When the baby is growing, more hair cells start to come out, and then the baby will now have more hair on his head. So what I'm just trying to say is, if you keep on working hard, you start to grow, but then you give up, you won't grow. So you know, it will take time for you to achieve what you're trying to achieve, but eventually you will get it. So number 1, do not give up. You know, when you feel like you want to give up, that's when you should not give up. You shouldn't give up at all. That is our number 1. And before we go on with these tips, can you please just hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified next time I drop. And please just like the video, and then it will keep me going, and it will keep me making, and I'll probably make a part 2, you know, getting to this deeper and deeper and deeper. Now let's go to our second part. Okay guys, now we go on tip number 2. Tip number 2. Okay, so tip number 2, always know the guys that you hang with. Okay, for example, if you want to chase a football career, or you want to chase a musical career, why then hang with businessmen? Why then hang with people that are doing the opposite of what you're doing in life? You know, if you want to be a footballer, hang with footballers. If you want to be a musician, hang with musicians. If you want to be a businessman, hang with businessmen. Because why would you be hanging with people that are not, you know, telling you advice on what you need? Hang with people that are doing what you're doing, so that you learn from them and they will learn from you. And also, please, on the learning part, also follow people that are already doing that. You know, if you're in America, if you're in China, if you're in Zimbabwe, if you're in South Africa, research about the people that live in that country that you are living in. Did they make it from this thing that I'm trying to do? Are there any footballers who made it in my country? Are there any other actors, any other musicians, any other businessmen who have made it out in my country? If there is, look at what they have done, search what they've done, research. Okay, that's the only way you can be successful. So number 2, always hang with people that are doing the same craft as you, because that way you would learn from each other and you grow together. Because if you play with someone who's doing the opposite of what you're doing, how are you going to grow? How are you going to learn? Okay, that was our tip number 2. And moving on tip number 3. Okay, tip number 3, I don't know what religion the viewer is watching, but whatever religion you are, please just keep on praying to your God. I am a Christian, so I pray to my God. If you are a Muslim, if you are whatever, but just pray to your God that you believe in. Pray hard, pray hard, pray hard. That's the only way you can actually get it. Just connect spiritually, you know, just connect spiritually. You actually make it if you pray spiritually. I am a Christian, you might be a Muslim, you might be what, just pray to your God that you believe in. Okay, going on tip number 4. Okay, now on tip number 4, you should have a plan. You know what I'm saying? You should have a plan. You should have goals, like things that you want to achieve each month, each week, each year. You know, if you have a plan, you'd know what exactly you're doing. Let me give you an example. If people actually built a house with no plan, there's always a plan. There's always, you know, that's how you can build your life. You can build your life out of a plan. So if you don't have a plan, you won't be able to make it out or to be successful, because you do not have a plan. So you should have a plan. Set out your goals that you want to achieve each month, each time that you're doing your things. You also have goals that you have. So number 4 is you should have a plan. Okay, moving on with the video. Before I move on with other tips, can you please just hit that subscribe button if you haven't did, and please follow me on Instagram. It's Paulo Swela, and then just like my pictures there, and you'll be notified next time I drop about every different things that I'll be doing. Okay, moving on, we go to tip number 5. So tip number 5 is one of the most important tips in my life, is see the vision. Okay, see the vision. Come on, if you do not see the vision of what you want to do with your life, how then are you going to be successful out of it? You need to see the vision. You need to live the vision. You need to be in the vision. You need to feel it. You know what I'm just trying to say? Just see yourself in the vision. See yourself there. If you're a footballer, see yourself in that locker room. See yourself in that football field that you want to play in. See yourself there. If you want to be a musician, see yourself on stage. See yourself making fans jump for you, scream your name. If you want to be a businessman, see yourself in the business. Envision it. Take it. It's your life. Because if you don't see it, it won't come true. Wow, come on. Let me give you an example. If you're a filmmaker like me, you need to firstly see the movie that you want to create. So if I don't see the movie in my brain, how am I going to write the movie? You see, basically, I can't, because I am not seeing it. So all you need to do is to see the vision and make it come to life. Because you can only make it come to life if you've seen it. Because if you're like sitting on your and you're just like, I want to be a businessman, and then you're not seeing the vision. Come on. How will it happen? So number 5 is see the vision. Okay, so now going to our last 2. Before I go on our last 2, I said I'm gonna tell you a very important tip at the end of the video, so please just watch to the end of the video. Okay, now going on tip number 6. Tip number 6, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Believe you can achieve this. Believe you can do this. Believe nothing can go wrong. It's gonna work out. It might not wake up now, it might not wake up later, but eventually it will work out. That you see, number 6, this tip I'm telling you is corresponding to the first tip, like never give up and believe in yourself. Because if you don't give up and you believe in yourself, come on, you can achieve this. You know, like it's bound to happen. Okay, believe in yourself. Just believe in yourself. And going on tip number 7. Tip number 7 now goes on research. Okay, research about the things you want to do. I watch football a lot, guys, so forgive me. I give a lot of football examples, but let me just say you're a football player. You need to research. Okay, I live in this country. Who in this country have actually made it with music, with playing football? What have they done? What are they doing? What is their journey? You know, just research about them. Research what you need to know, and always you just need to do that, and then you can actually come out with something. So research. Okay, if you don't have the internet, there are internet cafes. You can go to internet cafes and just research and know about what you want to do in your life. And you go on to our last tip of the day, and that last tip is work hard. Okay, you need to work hard. You should just sit on yourself and just say, I want to be a footballer, I want to be a businessman, I want to be a musician, but you are lazy. Come on, laziness doesn't pay. You need to work hard. You need to wake up in the morning, set your goals, go and get that grind, go and get that paper. That paper is easy to get if you only work hard. Okay, so you need to work hard as much as possible. If you do not work hard, your things won't come true, because you're not working hard, you're lazy, and the lazy one doesn't get anything. If there's this English saying I know, is you reap what you sow. If you work extra hard, you will get extra paper. If you're lazy, you want to get money. So that's basically what you just need to do in this life we live in. You need to work hard. So those are the tips that I have for you guys, and if you have watched to the end of the video, you are a real guy, a real G, and please just show your appreciation by just liking the video, subscribe to the video. And I know I promise you a very important tip at the end of the video. I'm gonna share this tip with you. If you have stuck to the end of the video, you deserve this tip. Okay, so the tip that I was going to show you, the bonus tip or the golden tip or the very important message I wanted to share with you, is something that I do on my own. And every morning I wake up, I just tell myself this: if someone in my country, the same race, the same personality, has achieved it, why can't I? That's basically what I tell myself every morning. Like in other words, what I'm just trying to say is, if another human being has already done what I want to do, why can't I do it? If someone has made it possible, why is it impossible for me? That is basically the golden message that I have for you. Just try to dissect the way that I have shared with you, and you see that I'm actually meaning something. I'll make another video explaining these things one by one into greater detail, and who has done this, who has done this, who has done this. Come on, we can all be Strive Masiwa, we can all be Bill Gates, we can all be Steve Jobs. Okay, if they've achieved it, why can't we do the same? All you just need is to use these tips I've shared with you. It's not tips that requires money, but it's tips that if you just implement in your life, you can actually turn into something. Okay, without any further ado, let's get to the end of this video.
Switch on my core, if I kill any pain. Every day, nigga, try to